man.
What up, Joe?
What up, though? Damn, bro, your internet.
Man, you know what this is? It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Detroit Lions post-game show. And man, I'm your boy, Bandit, and I'm gonna let y'all know who I got in the building with, starting with my brother from another mother. Who what? Parents don't know each other. DaeDae.
What's going on, y'all? I'm here. I'm ready to talk about this game, man. That defensive gem we put out there last night.
The show. And I call him Mr. Michigan, man. Rich.
Yep, another game that DaeDae has to eat his prediction.
Yeah.
Dang, shots fired off the top of the show. That's how we doing it.
Hey,
Yeah.
at this point, I'm about to tell DaeDae to pick against us every game.
I know. Hey, but I'll eat my words on that, man. Just like we'll get to that. We'll get to the other part.
Oh, yeah.
We all do. We all do on that one.
For sure. All right. You know how we got to start the show off. Let's talk about my man, Jared Goff. Jared Goff. He was 20 for 29, 241 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Daddy, I feel Goff performance.
And a fumble. Let's put it all out there.
And a fumble. But was that really his fault?
Yes and no. But Goff's performance was so at best. Like, to be honest, our offense as a whole didn't perform like all that well. Like, I know, we ended up putting up some points, but Goff was kind of just subpar from what we're used to seeing. Like, I get he was 20 for 29 or whatever, man, but if the tape tells a different story than what the numbers tell, So, I mean, wasn't his best performance, but it definitely wasn't his worst performance.
Rich, you want to piggyback off that?
Yeah, if you just look at the box score, it looks decent. But if you watch the game, it's like it's two tails of two tape. This looks like, oh, he had a good game. You watch the game and then look at the box score and like, huh?
Yeah, don't make much sense.
Like, he was missing guys low. He was force feeding it into St. Brown too much. Like, it was off, man. It was not. I'm not saying, like, I agree with Day. It wasn't his best, but watching the game and then looking at the end box score, they don't match up.
You think he was uncomfortable most of the night? That's why he was force feeding Amara?
It looked like he was going off his back foot a lot too.
Yeah.
It was one of those games where he had quack, quack, quack.
Yeah,
he was throwing low. He wasn't the crisp, hit his target, and he was force feeding St. Brown a lot too.
Too much. I mean, I know Amara, I mean, he did well with what he was, with the stuff he caught from Goff, but it's like, you're telling me Amara's the only one that's like open like this?
Yeah, it was. And that pick, to me, I still haven't seen the replay, but I don't know. I didn't like it. I thought he force fed it on that one. But hey, I mean, at the end of the day, you got the W. I will agree that wasn't our best offensive performance. And if you look at the stars of the offense, I knew Sewell. He was he said the word disgusted. he said the defense played too well, put us in great position, and we didn't do our part. Hey, man, that's accountability. At the end of the day, that's all you can expect. You know what I mean? So it's a weird game, really. You know what I mean? They got the W. The stats look decent, but the tape tells otherwise. I'd probably give them a C+.
Yeah, with you on that. Goff didn't win us the game, but he didn't lose us the game. Clearly, I mean, we didn't lose anyway, but he didn't put us in a position to lose the game.
I respect that. All right, let's talk about the opposing quarterback. Baker Mayfield, Detroit Lions shut him down. DaeDae, let's start off with Baker Mayfield. He was 28 for 50, 228 yards, 1 touchdown, and also 1 interception. How do you feel about his performance, DaeDae?
I didn't know he was 28 for 50. I didn't realize Baker dropped that he dropped back that many times. And he was off. I mean, yeah, I get, I'm sure we're going to touch on the DBs, but even without talking about them, Baker was still off. A lot of his throws were errant. And he's lucky number 31 wasn't sitting back there because I'm sure he would have got a few.
We was talking about that when we was watching the game.
Yeah.
That's a curry pick.
It was mediocre quarterback play from both teams last night. It really was. Baker was off because I know Baker wasn't comfortable. Our D-line was in there. Seldom did he have a clean pocket to throw from. But he was throwing some dimes. There were a couple passes that he dropped in there, like the one he dropped to Mike Evans where he got hurt and he ended up dropping it. That was a dime. That was right in the bucket. So, I mean, Baker didn't have his best night either. Thank God.
Rich.
Yeah, I mean, I think his performance touched on a lot of the things that several of us said in the pregame show, right? Making them one-dimensional, making them uncomfortable. I mean, you could tell, them footsteps were coming, man. And the best thing about it was coming from everywhere. A quarterback really don't like when it's coming from everywhere. You see, he ain't got nowhere to freaking go. Oh. If it's coming one way, you can just shift another way. When it's coming from all angles, I know where to go.
He had nowhere to go.
But that's what you got. That's what you got to do, though. That's what pressure does, man. That's what we talk about all the time. I think we had the best all year, 50% of the time or something, some crazy.
Yeah, I think it was like 56 or 57% of the time we had pressure on Baker or something like that.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah. It was a thing of beauty to see. Because you give Baker time to sit back there, even if he doesn't have any weapons, he will carve you up. He will do it in a heartbeat.
Yes, sir. All right, let's talk about a player we've been waiting for a performance like this, and he finally came through.
Glad I'm not a DB. Right up the gut, there goes Gibbs. Foot race. Winfield can't get there. Touchdown, Lions.
Jahmyr Gibbs had a big day. 17 carries, 136 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Rich, how you feel about his performance?
Don't forget about what he did when he caught
I was going to say, he had 212 yards. You got to put it all in there, bro.
He had 80-something or 60-something receiving?
82 yards from it was 212 total yards from scrimmage. I've been saying it all year, right? We were just talking about Goff force feeding Saint. The Lions been force feeding Gibbs all year.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I've pointed out the 31 plays. They did like 3 plays straight to him. Monty not get. They are trying their ass off to get this guy going. The coaching, that comes from the coaching staff, right? They're calling up the plays. They are force feeding this guy and trying to get him to go. But on that play that you showed, I want to point out the blocking between Tate and Sewell. It was ridiculous, bro. The double team they put on, and then how they both split, like you can see the communication from them is starting to pick up. I think one of the biggest things, I don't know, but just what my eyes tell me, is Tate starting to realize, hey, I play with an all-pro. I just got to do my job.
Yep.
I could let this guy do a little bit of extra. Just do me. You know what I'm saying? Hell, on that one, he got caught short, and Sewell was mad at himself, and they caught him on the hot mic. When he said, fuck.
When he whiffed on the windshield?
Yeah.
Well, Winfield did good. I mean, I don't know if Sewell could do too much because he went low. You can't expect a guy 6 foot, 5, 330 pounds to get low, going that fast. But Sewell tossed his guy. I mean, just tossed him and then ran down. And you could tell them corners, man. I love watching them open field. They make business decisions all day long.
Hey, that's why Winfield got low. That's why he got low, bro. He sent his life flash for
more lucky than anything, Day. Winfield. He went low, and he just so happened to make the man, that right side, that is becoming really, really well.
That right side of that line it's mean, man. Mr. Mullet and Sewell over there, man, they're wrecking shit over there. Man, on that screen pass or whatever it was to Gibbs, Sewell was outrunning Gibbs, bro. Sewell was fucking moving, bro. His athleticism is insane. To be 330 and able to run like that, it's insane, man.
He truly is.
I know if I was a corner, I would make a business decision too. You know what I mean? Shit. My life was on the line, mama.
Hey, Day, they got you know how they track these receivers and running backs? We need to do a tracker on Sewell.
Yeah, I need to know how fast he's going. Another play that I like from Jameer was on that right after that when he got stopped at the 5, and they gave him I think the next play, and he hit that spin move off the guy to get in the end zone. Man.
Oh yeah, that was beauty.
That was nice.
Hey, that another one was that 4th down where Saint did the pitch to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm giving credit to both of them. One for Gibbs, not stop turning his legs, but also Saint to give him that little push.
That's a tough pitch to make. There's a lot of quarterbacks who struggle to make pitches like that. That was me personally. I would have liked to see Saint keep it, but I mean, it's not a bad decision to give it to number 0 over there.
Yeah, that goes on both players on that. If Gibbs stops, trying so hard, stops working his legs, and then Saint to have the wherewithal to come behind and give him that little bit of push. That's the little things. Those are the team plays. You know what I mean? That's not going to get you in the stat book or nothing like that.
That's crazy, Sky.
Taco. Go ahead, Rich.
That's crazy.
I'm cooked.
buried a little bit. All right, let's talk about St. Joe and the day that he had.
Goff over the middle. He's got St. Brown, and he's got a touchdown.
My boy said 6'7".
What?
My boy said 6'7". That's what this was, 6'7".
Yeah, we know all about
He made up for that drop pass, y'all. It came in, he had 6 receptions, 86 yards, and a touchdown. DaeDae, how you feel about St. Brown's performance today?
I think it was a good performance, man, but I think they, like we said earlier, I think he was force-fed. You know, they made a couple of nice plays, even in the open field. I remember one play specifically. They passed it to him out in the flat, and he came to a stop and juked the guy. Ended up getting the first out of it.
Yeah.
So Saint looked good last night, man, but I think he was too much of a focal point of that in the passing game, at least. Like, we got other guys out there, but hey,
what up?
He made the most of his opportunities. I'm not going to knock him on it. It was nice to see him make up for that drop that he had, and he made up for it in a big way. Big way.
Rich.
I mean, to be honest, after the first quarter, he really didn't do nothing. He had a huge first quarter. I got him on my fantasy team, so I pay a little more attention than the average bear. And like fantasy point wise, he had 17.2 in the first quarter. He only ended up with 5 more the rest of the dang game.
Damn.
So, and you know, like me and Dave said, he was being force fed a lot.
But I mean, he's the type of player you can't force feed. He's going to make plays for you. Yeah, Sky, I got a new chair. I got a rocking chair, man. I got a lazy boy, bro.
All right, the Lions did win. Our offense did score some points, but still, something doesn't seem right with our offense, man. DaeDae, I know you pointed to this yesterday. I'm gonna let you let the people know what is going on with this offense, man.
I think that O-line is still trying to gel. I know Graham's been playing well this year, but that's still kind of I don't even want to use the word weak because our offensive line is still pushing people around. But I think they're still kind of like trying to figure out how to operate, I guess. So I think that's the problem with it. And for some reason, Monty got the carries last night that we asked for. Monty got like 13 or 14 carries last night. But for some reason, when he's on the field, they just forget how to run block. I don't know if it's Monty not being quick enough to hit the hole, or they're just something's off when Monty's on the field. And Monty's a big part of this offense too. I think you hear people say all the time, well, this offense goes through Amon-Ra. It does, but he's not what drives the offense. Montgomery is what drives the offense. When we're struggling, we go to Monty. So I think once we get Monty going a little bit more back on track than he has been these past couple games, I think our offense will be able to take back off. And then we also got to figure out how to get number one the ball. I mean, that has got to be – I don't want to force feed him, man, but there's just something off between Goff and J-Mo. I don't know what it is. It's been like this since since J-Mo's got here. But that needs to be something that needs to be figured out.
Rich.
And please, for the love of God, stop throwing them screens to our receivers. They never work. Ever. I don't care who it's to. It don't work.
And I don't get that because our receivers are known for blocking, so I don't understand it. Is it just Goff taking too long to get the ball out? Or I'm with you. They never work, and I don't get why.
They tried one to Saint last night. Every time, like I heard someone in our general chat, give him a screen or something, talk about J-Mo. No, please do not.
Do not.
They do not work. But yeah, they definitely got to figure out how to get one more involved, man, because I know he's not like whining or anything, and I know he had like some Instagram, but you could take it so many ways. Is he talking about, hey, what am I going to do now that I'm on a bye week? There's so many ways because he hasn't.
Elaborate what you're talking about, because I don't know which post you're talking about. So, and I'm sure a lot of people, if I ain't seen it,
he put some Instagram out about, one was the crying like Jordan, and what was the other one, Day?
Like a guy like yawning or something like that.
Yeah. So like I don't know, but like, but I get it, man. You got to like, you gave him the money. He is contributing with his blocking. He did get he caused the penalty, and he's getting guys to go with him. But still, man, you got to get him, because to me, he's a playmaker just like Gibbs is.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our two playmakers, and I've always said, I'll reiterate it again: a playmaker is somebody who can go house anytime they touch the ball.
Yep.
Those are our two guys.
I kind of see where J-Mo coming from, if them posts are about that. Being a person that just got a contract, knowing that the fans and the media that we have in Detroit, the first thing they're going to say is, oh, since he got that money, he ain't been doing nothing. What's going on? You don't want to hear that, especially being J-Mo, and you keep yourself out of all off-field off-field trouble and everything else like that. He changed his whole way of living, the way he acted and everything else. Like, big shout out to you for changing your ways, you feel me? But at the same time, you want to be productive on the field, you feel me? You don't want to hear all that
but if you watch the game, you could say, has nothing to do, they don't even go his way. No. That one where he went, I don't even think that was a penalty. That was soft as hell.
Oh, the OPI?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
was soft as hell. Like, so if you truly watch the games, it's not like he's dropping. Like, it's not him. They're not even looking his way.
I think that's just Goff being hesitant, not trusting himself. Like, sometimes Goff just needs to cut it loose. You know what I mean? Just cut it loose.
If you trusted him last year, what would be the difference? You feel me? Like,
if he takes a shot and ends up getting picked off 30, 40 yards downfield,
it's a punt.
So be it. It's like a punt. As long as it's not in a crucial situation, take a shot,
Maybe you got to start calling more plays where J-Mo's the number one on it.
Yeah, I know. I agree. But hey, you tell me, but put yourself in if that's like a real world situation. You get a raise and then your job gets easier. Like, okay, bet. You know what I mean? You're going to pay me millions and now I can just basically just go out there and just block.
You're going to be the block?
20-something million? All right. Like, but as a football player, you want to contribute. It's like it's the same thing with Buddy in Philly.
Give me some
AJ Brown, he's kind of bitching because he's not getting targets. You know what I mean? So
Scott said everybody's playing over the top of him now.
Okay, switch it up, man. You got to figure out. You got to figure out ways to get him involved. Like,
not only that, we've seen where he could break loose on a slant route. Right.
You don't think when Kansas City had Tyreek, people weren't playing over the top on Tyreek, and they still figure out how to get him the ball, or people don't play over the top on Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase or these playmakers. They switch it up on ways to get these guys the ball. Jamel's got to be able to run more than 3 or 4 routes, or 2 or 3 routes. Like they have to figure it out. If that's the type of coverage.
In the offseason, I heard that he was so happy that Morton is the offensive coordinator, where the route tree has been opened up for him. So
I ain't seen it either. We ain't seen it, or Goff's not slinging the rock. I get there. If that's the kind of coverage that the defense is going to dictate to J-Mo, figure out ways to get him involved.
Bring him on them drags.
Something. There's always ways to get your playmaker involved. Jamal can run more than a go route.
What they are giving to us. Us. And he spelled it. So he spelled it right the first time. I don't know what he said. But yeah, he just said, I'm the one with spelling grammar. I don't know what he said. But anyway, he said, more than giving, just taking what they're giving to us. I don't know. We got to go buy a week off. You feel me? You'll figure something
Sometimes you just gotta take. Fuck what they giving to us. Take what they ain't giving us to. Take a shot.
And that's how you go to jail. I'm just saying.
Been there, done that, and I'm still all right. So Goff can do it, and we'll be all right.
I'm just fucking with you. All right, let's talk about the bright side of this game, man. You feel me? We got a player back, and he showed up and show out, man. You feel me? Let me get Scott. Scott, I love you back. Comment up the screen.
What the hell on?
Lee McNeil, man. And he ready to play, man. Rich, how you feel about Lee McNeil's performance? Why I kicked my camera? I'm over here. Yeah.
Damn, we know how you feel. You super excited. You're kicking your feet and all types of shit.
Oh, I was hyped. You feel me? With that rotation with him, Reader, and that boy Williams in the middle, we're gonna shut shit down. Hutch shouldn't get that. Oh, I seen Hutch get triple team last night, but we'll talk about that.
Hutch, man. Okay, we'll get to that.
We'll get into that. We're rich.
Hutch gets a pass from me this week.
We came back. We got nothing bad to say about Hutch. You see, Rich was like,
we'll get to that. Let's talk about Aleem right now, though. We'll get to that.
To be honest with you, Aleem outperformed my expectations.
Yes, sir, he did.
For yesterday.
And fuck a snap count. He went way over 20.
Oh, yeah. He was at 40. What was it? 44?
Something like that. I'll look
at
it.
I was told it was going to be 20.
They said he was only going to play 25, but we talked about it at the halftime show.
44. You're right.
He had already played so much. There was no way they were going to shut him down.
And he was balling.
Well, he was moving that pocket. It was manhandling, man. You could see what you missed from him.
Batted balls.
Man, they were moving him around the line too. There were times when they had him at the like a DN position, almost like a 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
On one side, had Hutch on the. That's what I like, Shepard, man. He mixes it all up, man. I've seen Muhammad in the middle. Like,
we're gonna talk about Shep too.
And my boy Shep looked like he could go out there and still play.
But it was nice to see a lean back, man, and you can tell what he brings. The McDonald's Wi-Fi.
It's Burger King, motherfucker. Not McDonald's. But go ahead.
Got that $7 trio internet.
Back, man, and man, he was balling.
DaeDae, how you feel about Aleem McNeil's performance tonight?
Man, I'm a Rich, man. It over preceded my expectations, bro. Like from like at the first snap, you could see he was there, bro. He pushed that pocket so far. Like Baker, like we said, Baker had nowhere to go, nowhere to step up to. Aleem looked great. And my favorite thing about it actually was when the game was over and they were interviewing him. He goes, man, I just miss playing football. He goes, it just felt good to be out there, you know. And him going over a snap count, I think that's because he was playing so well and he was affecting the play. If he wasn't being effective and stuff like that, I don't think he would have played 40-something snaps.
For sure. DaeDae, I'm gonna start with you on this topic.
All right.
This boy been balling, and I know it's just your favorite player. Talk about Derek Barnes' performance, man.
Man, he played well last night. He came up big on one of the sacks. They were playing him at the other edge at some point. He played real well, and he's been getting better each week. You know what he's coming back from last year. So I was happy to see the way Barnes was playing last night.
You getting that Derek Barnes jersey?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, I may or may not have seen a tweet come from DaeDae talking about Barnes, his favorite player.
No, you ain't seen that. I was hacked.
Rich, man, how you feel about Derek Barnes' performance last night, man?
Man, he's been balling all year, man. He's a pivotal part of this defense. Shep even said he was asked one player he's got to have, Barnes was that guy. So, I mean, that just goes ahead. Last night when he got the game ball, he gave it to Shep. So you obviously know, like, the camaraderie Shep has with these two guys, specifically Barnes and Captain Jack, which understandable, right? He was their position coach. He's been with them ever since they entered the league. You can tell they're really close, man. And, man, Barnes, another one of them players, put anywhere. Put him at middle linebacker. You can put him at edge. Just there's so many things, man. And that's, you see where Barnes was missed last year.
Was Barnes a linebacker in college for Purdue?
Yeah, linebacker. He started off at defensive end, then he got moved to
Yep.
linebacker.
He was an edge who got put out to linebacker.
Okay.
And that's what intrigued the Lions, Day.
I know.
I'm just glad he re-signed with us. All right.
He wasn't going nowhere, bro. He wasn't going. I got guys like that were up for like free agency this year. I knew guys like that weren't going anywhere. Barnes, I knew he was coming back the minute his contract was up. Like, they weren't going to let him walk.
All right. Let's talk about that secondary.
First half, 3 timeouts, pressure. Shepard has it knocked out. That ball is free. And Hutchinson, it looks like, got on top.
The ruling on the field is a catch. Subsequent fumble to the defense, first down.
Robertson knocked it out.
Rich, that secondary held it down yesterday, man. We're allowed to keep our secondary down.
They were flying everywhere. I mean, yes, it helps when your D line is getting home, your front seven is getting home. But man, they were holding their own. Hell, we held Ibuka to his worst game as a pro. Yep. He had 58 yards on 4 catches. One of them was a 38-yarder. Rock Ya-Sin before he got injured, man. To me, the best that you can ask for, and DaeDae, tell me if I'm wrong, man, you want them in just in their pocket, man. Be there, not get blown. Whiteside, oh man, that dude, he played a hell of a game. TA, when you come back, you better be on your ship, boy.
Well, does he got some competition?
Whiteside got a pick too.
No, he did not.
No, he didn't.
Whiteside.
Hallett.
Oh, my bad. You're right.
Hell, that pick by Hallett was something special, man. That was crazy.
Don't get anything going. Mayfield comes underneath, and it's Otten in a fight with Mollett. That might be Mollett's ball. And in that wrestling match at the bottom.
That was clean handed. That's what you talk about, fighting even through the catch, through the hands. You know, he could have easily just gone for the tackle or whatever, but he stayed fighting for the ball, and he ultimately ended up getting it.
Hey, you got to give Hallett some credit too, Day, because he got ran over. He was getting bowled, but man, he stayed with it.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good game. Like, that really impressed me. It'd have been very easy, to get discouraged. And man, them boys balled out.
My favorite play from that secondary last night was Whiteside's pass breakup when he basically looked like Ibuka was just going to catch that touchdown, and you see Whiteside just jump and he tips that ball up out of there. That secondary, they played great. I like this nickname that's floating around for them. The Legion of Whom? The Legion of Boom. They played well. They played really well last night. They really only technically gave up one big pass, but he didn't even catch it, so he didn't. I give Baker more credit on that than our DBs getting beat. And even our just because our D line was showing up making plays, those guys still had to be back there making their own plays. Couldn't get beat. They only looked rough on that touchdown with some of them tackles they missed. But overall, man, they play great. And Rich is right. TA's got some competition when he comes back. And shout out to Nick Whiteside. He's a local kid to the Michigan area, Saginaw Valley State. So.
Him and Nowoski.
Yep, teammates.
Well, supposedly they were friends.
Well, friends in college, and then best friends. I think the article said that I read.
Yeah, they're both Michigan kids, but if anything, we're seeing like with guys like Harper and Whiteside and Howlett and hey, depth, man. So it's or at the end of the year, guess what? They can go get paid somewhere else, which is fine, right? I'm never gonna hate on nobody from getting your money. Like, Harper did good last year. Like, he's gonna catch on somewhere. Harper impressed me too, man. He played really well in that Kirby role. The communication. I mean, you just got to give everybody credit. The coaches, the players, the vets, the young guys. Everybody played their ass off, man. And, hey, shout out to them, man. I didn't doubt them as much as my buddy over here.
I doubted him big time. I'm not going to lie.
You just keep on you the bus. He just backed it up and ran you over again, DaeDae. That's crazy. Go ahead, Rich.
That's Rich. I owned up to it.
You did, and I give you credit for that. You manned up. Hey, I give you credit.
Oh.
But they definitely outperformed my expectations too. My thing was don't give up big plays. Blah blah blah. The defensive line, if they do their job, they outperformed.
Only negative I could take away, if I'm really going to be nitpicking, is Yasin's got to get in better shape, man. He's had cramps too these past 2 games.
Who?
He left Rock. That's why he keeps leaving cramps.
His career, that's one of his problems, is injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Holmes special day.
You goddamn right. All of them. All of them.
All right.
Now, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I feel comfortable putting them out there 16, 17 games a year. I don't think that would like to be my starting secondary every game. But they performed well last night, and that's all we needed. They shut down a quarterback who's been on fire. Baker
shut down a receiver.
Yeah.
And you know where that all start with? Not AG, but Kellen Shepard, man. Hey, since he came over, we can see a big turnaround with this defense, man. Seriously, week 1 was kind of iffy, you feel me? But you see he did the things to make sure he corrected them and get this defense in line, man. DaeDae, I'm going to start with you, man. How you feel about Kellen Shepard being our DC, man, and the things that he brought to this defense?
He instills confidence in these guys. He knows that these guys can be playmakers if he puts them in the right position. And he does. He did some weird shit early in the season, dropping, our D line back in coverage and shit like that. I don't know about all that.
AG special.
Yeah.
AG going through a lot right now. Leave AG alone.
I think if AG was coaching this defense last night, it probably would have been a whole different story.
You might put up 35 points.
As much as I like AG, man, he wasn't really it. Let's be honest with us, But Shepard doing his damn thing, man, and I got to give it to him. I was nervous. I'll be the first to admit. I was not high on these coordinators coming in, but they doing the damn thing. Got to keep it rolling though. Got to keep it rolling.
Yes, sir. Rich. Your thoughts?
The thing I like about Shep is, man, he mixes it all up. You know, you can't really, you don't really know what he's gonna do. He's always switching stuff up, and he always puts his guys, no matter who the guy is, in the best position to succeed. I did call before the season started. I said it was going to be different because he's a linebacker. So that front seven, he's going to favor the front seven, not like AG, who's a corner. You know, Shep is more familiar with the front seven.
Mm-hmm.
And he does, man. We see Barnes at inside linebacker, outside linebacker, in coverage, at edge. You see Aleem in the middle, at the 3, at the 4, at the outside. You got Hutch moving all over the place. You see Muhammad inside, outside. Man, just using your guys all over the place. You put them in the best position to succeed, man. And, man, what he's done with Jack, too. Let Jack take over this defense. Jack has taken that next level. Jack is now considered Pro Bowl, All-Pro. I don't give a damn.
I agree.
He's making splash plays, not just the normal plays, not just the tack. No, he's making splash plays. He's got
making open field tackles.
He's tied his career high for sacks day. He had a good coverage play yesterday. Hey, like you said.
Hey, he's getting a personality, bro. He did the seatbelt thing.
Ever since that tooth went through the lip, you feel me? He's just like, fuck it.
Hey, also, my favorite play from Jack was that one on the offensive right side, defensive left side, where that screen where he'd come underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's 6'5", 246. That's pretty damn athletic.
Yeah. That's a lot
he's
for the big boy to do.
tackles for losses. He's making them splash plays, man. His game has gone to the next level. And I think that has to do with Shep because they worked together, in the linebacker room. He gave him the green dot. Shows confidence, like DaeDae said. Shows confidence in him, putting him in the best spot. I also think the way these young linebackers are playing, but another thing that impresses me, guys, and I'm not trying to be long-winded, is like the Cunningham plays like 3 plays, but his name pops off the screen when he's in. Wheat plays 9 plays, had a sack and a half.
That's crazy.
That's impressive, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the players that are just like barely playing, they're still making a name for themselves. That's impressive.
I'll tell you the most impressive thing Shep did all year was in that Baltimore game, using a spy on Lamar. That play when Nowoski's sitting right there, Lamar tries to take off, and Nowoski's just like, nah, bro, you're not going nowhere. Hey, how many times did we scream for AG to use that? Never did it. And we used to get torched by mobile quarterbacks. Nah, with Shep in there.
See, I think that's the difference, Dave, between AG and Shep. AG has his system, where Shep
know how to
adjust to whoever his opponent is.
Yep. A good coach plays to his players' strengths.
But it also helped, and I said this, Shep has played for a lot of different good coaches and a lot of different systems. You talk about, if you watch the McAfee show today, Butler and McAfee, they said, hey, McAfee was like, hey, but Shep, man, our former teammate, he balling. I mean,
what do they call him? Shep Dog.
Yeah, Shep Dog. So he's had respect from the players and coaches that he's played for and played against. And so in so many different ways and so many different systems, I think that's why he's able to adjust. You think, Dae?
Yeah, I do. And I think as a linebacker, him being a former linebacker anyway, he was forced to make changes on the fly. So I think he's carrying that over from being a linebacker into being a coach, into being a defensive coordinator. You see
Man,
you see a lot of tendencies in the way he calls a game.
I see he does a lot of bear fronts too, them 5-2s. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I have. He's even got guys like Lopez who played, I think, like 9 snaps, 10 snaps last night. Didn't play a whole lot, being there in the run game. I mean, he got Reader's. This is possibly the best I've seen Reader look in a long time. I mean, even he was there.
3 pressures.
Even he was in there in the quarterback. Yeah, it was not, and that's not why. That's not Reader's game. That's not. It's not. He's there to be fat and clog up holes. You know. So Shep doing the damn thing right now, man. He doing the damn thing.
But that's another good thing too is, kind of like, and please, I don't want to hear nothing. I'm just using this as a reference. Like Michigan does, you got so much like defensive tackles. You keep everybody fresh. You got Lopez, you got Talik, you got Reader, you got Aleem. You keep these fat boys fresh, man.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna make plays.
So now they're better.
Not only that, they take pressure off who? Your boy, Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying for just the D tackle, like when you have 4 guys that you can rotate in, oh man, that keeps them fat boys fresh.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right, last topic of the day. We're 5-2 headed into the bye week. A lot of people didn't expect us to be in this position that we're in. So I'm gonna ask y'all before we head out here. DaeDae, 5-2, man. How you feel about us going into the bye week, man?
I think we're good. We got some shit we got to work on the offensive side of the ball. I did not think I'd be saying that with the way this offense has looked for the past couple seasons. We got some shit we got to clean up. And man, get healthy. Get healthy. Use this bye week to rest up. Get healthy. Get back in the lab, and just perfect your craft, man. That offense, it's not like they're struggling, man, but it's just not up to their standards, is what I believe. And I'll say this: my biggest takeaway from last night's game is we now have depth that is capable of competing at a high level. Like we don't have to worry about, oh, great, we're putting out here, such and such guy, and we're done for. And we were not. You're on mute, bro.
Go ahead, Rich. How you feel about us being 5-2 going into the bye week? I was trying to bring the schedule up. And let Rich talking to me, talk about the remaining games and what we think are.
Man, it's I think the depth is the biggest thing. And we got so many guys that are on their way back. And with guys coming back, and there's going to be inner competition going on, man. But just one more thing on last night. Last night was the perfect example. Hutch was getting triple teamed. They were game planning for him. And he did all right. But the rest of the guys, you got to win your one-on-one matchups, man. When you got a guy getting triple teamed and chipped and all that all game long, the rest of the guys, they got to do it. So it's and also, man, give that guy a little rest. So it was but yeah, that's my biggest takeaway going into this bye. Our offense is still averaging, I think, 28 points a game. And we're only at a B level right now, man, on offense. Once we start clicking, get everybody back on defense, oh man, we're gonna be humming. Good things to come, man. I'm pleased with the 5-2 record going into the bye.
All right, I appreciate the almost 200 people that's watching, man. You do us a favor, man. Please.
Thank you.
Go to Detroit Fan Report on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and turn the notification button on. We very much appreciate that. Also, got to give a big shout out to Sky, Tori, and LFR. You feel me? For helping us everywhere you step away. You feel me? Shout out LFR. With 5-2 people, everybody was nervous, worried about the coordinator job being changed and everything. Lions just keep rolling on straight. You feel me? So, we got a bye week. Let's get healthy and get ready to play the Minnesota Vikings in 2 weeks. You feel me? Hey. With that said, man, DaeDae, you know how we do when we end every show. Ooh, I love like the man like doing that. DaeDae, let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me right here, man. Right here.
Rich, let them know where they can find you at.
Here at Riggs928 on X.
Y'all know who I am. Your boy Bandit. Find me at DetroitFanReport on all platforms. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Do us a favor, like I said, please hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on. Go to X, follow LFR. Go to FX, hit that follow button on DetroitFanReport. We bring y'all content all the time, especially on 9 games. You feel me? With that said, man, we out. Boy, Pride Nation, stand up, baby. 5-2, baby. We ain't going nowhere.
Damn, Rich dipped.
Rich dipped quick. Oh yeah, he got a little, he's a little over there. You feel me? With that said, man.